stick surfboards. What we're going to start out with is taking this round object here, and we're going to scale it. Okay, we're going to basically click on the bottom right hand corner, and I'll zoom in so you can see it. And you're going to hold down the shift key, and then you're going to make it bigger. And you're basically going to line it up to the lines. Do you guys know what these lines are called? These neon lines? Francis is correct. They are guides. Okay, remember guides? Remember to make a guide, you click on the ruler. If you don't have the ruler, it's Command R, and then you can drag and make a guide. These are invisible except on the screen. And you also want to make sure you have smart guides turned on. So go ahead and click on smart guides. What smart guides is if you have like an object, or Command U is smart guides. If you have an object, notice that it helps you. It tells you path. We're going to actually squish it a little bit. So go ahead and squish it inside those guides. Okay. So resize them and squish them inside the guides. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to lock our guide. Does anyone remember what is the shortcut key to hide? Yeah, Command 3 is hide. What do you think lock is? Go backwards. Command 2, correct. Command 2. So we're going to lock that. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab stick surfboards and we're going to drag it down into here. We're going to create a logo down here. And we're going to transform it. So we're going to get the transform, go to window and transform. We're going to make this smaller, but instead of like transforming it like manually, we're going to do it by numbers. So what you're going to do is for the W field or the width, make sure that you click on this little link so that it constrains the properties. Basically that means if you change one figure, it's going to automatically adjust it so the proportion stays in place. So we're going to change that to 57 point. Okay, and then hit enter. And then notice that stick is a little bit smaller. Yeah, 57. Okay, so now it looks like that. Now we're going to make a guide. You just click and drag on the right side to make a guide and make it like right about there. Now if we want to align this stick surfboards to that guide, okay, you can click on that guide, hold on the shift key and click on the stick surfboards, and then you can go to the align tab, and if you don't have that, go to window align, and we're going to hit the right, this one, right align. So basically that right aligns it right up against our guide. Okay, so go ahead and do that, right align just like that, and we're done with that part. Remember to make a guide, click on the left side and then drag it out. Click on the ruler, drag it out, and you can make a guide. Okay. Next, we're going to work with our surfboard. So let's go get our surfboard. Now, obviously, it's pretty big, right? So we're going to rescale it. The scaling tool is over here, or S. If you hit S, you'll get the scaling tool. Double click on that tool, and instead of 500%, we're going to put in 26%. And when we do that, we'll get a more reasonable surfboard for our logo. Okay.
What's the percent?
25% or 26. Okay, you got it? Okay, go ahead and double click scale again. What we're going to do is go ahead and type in 30% and make a copy. Okay? So notice that it got smaller because we took 30% of the surfboard. Okay?
We're doing right.
What you do is you double click on scale and then type in scale 30% and then you hit copy and then we have a surfboard here. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how to make like a smaller one. Take that surfboard and put it on the right side by stick. Okay, now we're going to use the reflect tool. Remember, a reflect tool is kind of like a mirror image of something. So we're gonna reflect the surfboard. And if you saw in your answer key, if I can bring that up real quick, the answer key that you have, notice this is what we're making. So our surfboard, we have one that's tilted like that. So let's go ahead and make that. So reflect tool is O, or it's over here under rotate tool. So go ahead and click rotate or reflect tool and double click on that. We're going to choose an angle of 95% and we're going to hit copy. Now notice when we hit 95%, it basically tilted our surfboard so that we have a better angle on it. Okay? O shortcut key for reflection tool. Now for our other surfboard on the left side, we're going to rotate that. Okay? So go ahead and hit the R key and that'll get rotate and then double click it to do the properties. Okay?
It won't let me copy the surfboard.
It's okay. So put -10, double click on rotate and choose angle -10.
What about the other one?
The other one's fine.
The first one or the second?
The left one on the side is a -10.
And what about the right one? Yeah, right one.
Okay, so the one on the left, we rotated it. The one on the right, we reflected it at a 95% angle.
Oh, 95.
Okay, we're done with our logo. So we can go ahead and like delete our guide that we made. We can highlight, draw a box around the logo and hit Command G to group it. We're done with our guides. So we can go into page guides and hit the I for visibility. So now there's no more guides. Actually, we need the guides to place it. So take your surfboard logo and drag it up. Now notice that the circle isn't moving with it. Why is that? Yes, it's locked. So how do we unlock? Command Shift 3 is unlock. Okay, or you can go to Object, Unlock All. Sorry, Command Shift 2. And then Command G to group it and then move it and make sure you don't bleed into the margin. See this edge? That's the margin. So now we're done with our guides. So we can, on the right side, hit the I to hide our page guides. Let's get our address. Hit the I for the address.